Namaste, welcome to my channel. My name is Lindsay Nova, and today we are going to be talking about Ashtanga jumpbacks. So this is one of my favorite things to teach and to do. Even though I'm not a full-time Ashtangi, I really love the power that they bring to my Vinyasa yoga practice. So before we dive into that, if you love all things yoga, meditation, aerial yoga, make sure you hit the little bell down below and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. Okay, so let's get started. So what you're going to need are 2 blocks and a blanket or a towel, okay? So we're just gonna set the towel to the side for right now. And actually we'll set everything to the side. And I'm just going to demonstrate the jump back for you first. So, ready to break it down? So the first thing we're going to do is grab our 2 blocks. So we'll begin with a pose called Lolasana, and this is also done in the Ashtanga primary series. It's typically done after Navasana, boat pose. So what we're going to do is just bring the blocks right by your hips and slightly in front of your hips. And you want this to be on the flat side. So you don't want to be too high, right? Because you want to be able to press your full palm into the block. And it's nice if you have some blocks, like these cork ones are really sturdy. The foam ones are sometimes a little bit too soft. So if you have some nice hard blocks, I highly recommend using these. All right, so now from here, you're going to bend your knees and cross your ankles. So bend yourself in, so you're making a tight ball with your body, right? So the tighter you are, the more compact you are, the easier all of this is going to be. So you'll press your hands into the blocks. It's easiest to start this on an exhale. So keep your feet down, breathe in, and then exhale, lift your hips up and off of the mat, and then release back down. All right, so using the blocks is sort of like training wheels. It allows you to find more height right away, lifting up through your hips. Now, once you do that a few times, you can then start to do the Jedi move where you lift your feet off the floor. So inhale, exhale, and the feet come off the mat. And then come back down, right? So from there, you can even start to experiment a little bit further, lifting up. You can try to rock yourself forward and back, all right? Now, if that feels like really impossible for you, again, you just want to work on this press as much as you can. But one of the most important things in learning these jump backs is also how to use our bandhas. So Mula Bandha, the root lock, is really important here because you're drawing the downward current of energy upon a vayu and redirecting it upward. And this allows us to create a sense of lightness through the body, which is ultimately what we're doing through this practice, is to reverse this downward current of energy and bring it up through the body, right? And this is what we're doing physically and energetically. It's one of the goals of yoga, right? All right, so these are just some things you can work on for your jump back. Now, once we, feel pretty comfortable with those, now we can start to add our towel into the mix here, or our blanket. So now I'm just going to move the yoga mat out of the way. And it's nice if you have a smooth floor. So this is like a concrete floor, so my feet can slide on it. If I have like a wooden floor, something with planks on it, it's gonna be a little bit harder to do this because you want something that can move a bit more freely. Now I'm going to work on how I can do the jump back here. I'm still going to use my blocks, all right? So I'll place my blocks in front of the hips, not behind the hips, because if I take the blocks behind the hips, then I lift up into like this position. So that would be like a reverse tabletop, right? So we always want to have the blocks or the hands forward of the hips and the knees tightly curled in. So you make yourself tight like a ball, and you actually, as you lift your hips, you move your head slightly forward. Your back is super rounded. You're also engaging Uddiyana Bandha. I mean, not completely, but you are engaging your core. Okay, so now we're gonna take the toes onto this blanket, all right? And we're going to lift ourselves up and then take the blanket through the blocks and into this plank position. And so all I did there was I just uncrossed my ankles, and then I can recross them back through. Come all the way down. All right, so if we want to get technical about the breathing, once you feel more comfortable with this, you actually are lifting yourself up as you inhale, because then you would lower yourself down through chaturanga as you exhale. All right, and you can do your full vinyasa on your blocks, right? So you can do your chaturanga, your up dog, and your downward dog, because eventually, I mean, be careful if you have the towel underneath your feet in the downward dog. So if you're in like your downward dog position, maybe you have the towel a bit in front of you here. You would just then move the blanket back in, and well, it's probably best just to go from this plank and then exhale and bend your legs through. Okay, so again, we're here. I'll just show you from this angle, just so you can get a perspective of what's going on with my feet. Lifting up, pushing back. Okay, and then coming back forward, cross. And then it can even extend all the way out here. Okay, so again, I'm lifting up, uncrossing back, and crossing forward. Okay, so there's some other exercises that you can also do just to work more on the strength here. So you can continue to use these blocks, place your heels onto your towel, you'll lift yourself up, and then just slide back and forward, and back and forward. Okay, so try to do as many as you can. Whew, so that's a really good one. And then you can also, you don't even need the blocks for this one. You can just do it straight from a plank position. So hands under the shoulders, press back through heels. You can slide the towel in like this, or you can try to do like a pike. You bring your hips over your head, exhaling to lift. Okay, so again, you'll just do as many of those as you can. Before you know it, you'll be ready to do your full jump back without the blocks. So again, sometimes it's easier to do this actually on a yoga mat towel than your sticky mat, because your feet might get a little bit stuck in the beginning. Just remember that you're making this nice tight ball shape. So exhale completely. Inhale, lift yourself up, shoot the feet back right into chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in. Empty your lungs completely, bend your legs, look forward. The knees come right into the chest, and you extend the legs forward. And then you sit all the way down. We were doing primary series, and maybe going into whatever the next pose would be. Okay, so there's our Ashtanga jump backs. Again, my name is Lindsay Nova. Please subscribe to the channel. Give me a like or a comment if you really enjoyed this, and let me know if you have any questions. Namaste, and good luck, everyone.